Our story begins in a small town, with a child who entered the world already carrying a heavy burden. He was an orphan, abandoned before he could even understand what the word family meant. His earliest memories were not of love or comfort, but of loneliness, of looking out the window of a crowded orphanage and wondering why life had been so cruel. Each day was a struggle. He wore clothes that barely fit, shoes with holes, and often went to bed hungry. Other children had parents to guide them, to encourage them, to protect them, but he had only silence. And yet, deep inside this boy, there was something no hardship could destroy, a spark. A belief, however small, that his life could mean something. Every tear he shed became fuel. Every moment of pain became strength. And while others looked at him with pity, he quietly promised himself, "One day, I will change the world." Years later, as a teenager, he was working odd jobs, cleaning streets, carrying boxes, anything just to survive. One cold evening, while walking home with barely enough money for food, he noticed an elderly man struggling to carry his bags. Without thinking twice, he helped. The old man's gratitude was overwhelming. That simple "thank you" lit something inside him. For the first time, he understood the true power of kindness. He realized that even if he had nothing material to give, he still had his hands, his heart, and his willingness to help. From that day forward, he made helping others his purpose. At first, it was small gestures, sharing bread with a hungry stranger, giving his only blanket to someone colder than him. Slowly, these moments of kindness gave his life meaning. And for the first time, he didn't feel like an orphan anymore, he felt like he belonged to humanity. With his newfound purpose, he began volunteering at local shelters. He swept floors, served meals, and talked to the homeless, listening to their stories as if they were family. People noticed him. They saw his dedication, his sincerity, his fire. Soon, he organized his first charity drive. It was small, just a few bags of food collected from neighbors. But to him, it was everything. He didn't see it as giving away food, he saw it as planting seeds of hope. Day after day, his efforts grew. He knocked on doors, visited schools, and asked businesses for donations. Some said no, some ignored him, but a few said yes. And with every small contribution, his movement grew stronger. The boy who once had nothing was now building something bigger than himself. But dreams are never easy. He faced rejection at every corner. Some laughed at him, "You're just an orphan. Who do you think you are to change the world?" Others slammed doors in his face. Funding was scarce, volunteers were few, and many nights he slept hungry again after giving away his last meal. He could have quit. He could have said, "Maybe they're right." But instead, he remembered the boy he once was, the boy who had nothing, the boy who suffered in silence. That memory kept him moving forward. He turned rejection into fuel, pain into passion. Every "no" pushed him closer to the one "yes" that mattered. He learned to innovate, to tell his story in a way that touched hearts, to remind people that helping one person can change the world. Slowly, his small group became an official foundation. It wasn't just his mission anymore, it was a movement. What began as a one-man mission became a force for good across the globe. His foundation built schools for children without parents, hospitals for the poor, and shelters for the homeless. From a single neighborhood, the movement spread to cities, to countries, and then continents. Volunteers from around the world joined in. Donations poured in. Lives were transformed. Governments honored him, world leaders shook his hand, and millions called him a hero. But he never forgot where he came from. He often said, "I am not a hero. I am just an orphan who knew what hunger felt like, who knew what loneliness was. I don't want any child to feel that pain again." And that's why he kept going, not for fame, not for recognition, but for love. Today, his foundation is the largest in the world. Millions of lives have been touched, children given education, families given homes, the sick given hope. And yet, when asked how he did it, his answer is always the same: I started with nothing. No family. No money. No support. But I had one thing: faith and kindness. And that was enough. His legacy is not just the buildings, the schools, or the hospitals. His legacy is the reminder that no matter how broken your past may be, it can be the foundation for something beautiful. He began as a boy with nothing. Today, he is the man who gave the world everything.